Hello, Miss Hannah.
Hi, Noha, welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Waiting for more to join. Okay, so let's start over. I'll share the screen. And if you have any questions about features of, so again, I quickly look at Iman, I'm so sorry, I muted you because of the noise. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll share the screen. Okay, so again, we stopped at features of connected speech. We talked about, yes, let's start. Okay, let's start, Alia. We talked about contraction, linking, collision, and intrusion. Okay, do you have a question about any of them? Okay. So again, we have contraction, linking, consonant and vowel, assimilation, consonant and consonant, elision, yes, to delete a sound, and intrusion to add a sound, intrusion, elision to delete a sound, assimilation, we each other, linking when we have consonant and vowel, and the contraction, it's easy. Okay, do you have any questions about them? Okay, so let's move to a quick exercise. It's all about the terms, okay? So here we have 3 terms: contractions, weak forms, and schwa. Okay, let's start with the first one. It's the most common sound. It's weak and unstressed. What do you think?
Schwa.
Yes.
Schwa.
Yeah. Yes.
Schwa.
Yes.
Schwa.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll check the chat. Yes, Alia, it's schwa. Yes, that's right. So schwa is the most common sound in English, and it's weak. It's unstressed. Okay. Number 2, it refers to words that are shortened.
Contraction. Contraction.
Contractions.
That's right. Instead of say it is it, instead of say I will, I'll. Yes.
Yeah.
Contraction, yes. Number 3, syllable sounds that become unstressed in connected speech and are often pronounced as a schwa.
Weak forms.
It's
Weak
Weak
forms.
forms.
weak forms, yes. But I have a point
Weak
here.
forms.
Here we have a question. What do you want to do this evening? What do you want to do this evening? Here we have to do. 2 verbs, which is do, okay? The first to do is weak, unstressed. Why? Because it's a helping verb, auxiliary verb. So I can't say, what do you want? No, what do you want to do this evening? And
What do you want? What do you want?
verb is stressed, of course, because it's a main verb here. It's a content word. Again, here, the same verb in the question. What do you want to do this evening? The first to do is unstressed because it's a helping or auxiliary verb. The second to do is not a helping verb, a main verb, so it's stressed, okay? So the first one, I can't say it as do. It's so what do you want to do this evening? So the first one is unstressed, and the second one, of course, is stressed. Okay. Okay. So this is for number 3, the weak forms. Okay. And by the way, the verb do as a main verb, it's called content words. Content word. What does it mean? The words that are stressed, like verb, noun, adjectives, main verbs. They are content words. And we have function words. They are unstressed, like prepositions, articles, conjunctions. Verbs. Auxiliary verbs are unstressed, articles, prepositions, conjunctions. They are function words. They are unstressed. But here, the second do in the question is main verb, so it's a content verb or word, so it's stressed. Okay. Move to other terms: pitch movement, stress, intonation, and rhythm. Rhythm, and we have in songs, we have beats, strong beats and weak beats. Okay, so number 1, it's about sounds you emphasize in individual words and longer chunks or sentences. For example, the word banana. So here it's supposed to emphasize on the second syllable. So
Stress.
exactly, yes.
Stress.
Yeah, stress. So the second syllable here is stressed. Okay. Number 2 is about how you use combination between stressed and unstressed. Sentence have strong beats and weak beats. So the strong beats are the strong words.
Intonation.
Intonation.
Pitch.
No.
Pitch.
Pitch movement.
No, it's effect.
مفيش حد ده.
It's rhythm. It's rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have
ده
strong,
لازم.
yes, the rhythm. We have strong beats. These are the stress.
عايزين.
We have stress words and
أنا عندي تدريب.
words.
أنا تدريب من الضرب.
Okay. Okay. Number 3. It's the way of pitch of
Speaker's voice.
Pitch movement.
Pitch.
up and down
Pitch movement.
as they speak. You use this to help make your message clear. Goes up and down.
Intonation.
Yes.
Intonation.
This is intonation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The last one, the way, the quality of the voice, it changes as the speaker communicates. English
Pitch movement.
pitch movement, it's all about attitude. How can I convey that? I am interested. I am not interested. Okay. So express attitude here means feeling. This is pitch movement. Yes. Okay. And here it's all about connected speech. connected speech. If you can remember, here we have linking, assimilation, elision, and intrusion. Quickly, linking, consonant, vowel. Assimilation, to consonant. Elision, to edit, to omit. Intrusion, to add, to insert. Okay? So number one is a process where sounds in different words change when they are put together in speech. The second sound, it changes to be more similar to the first one. Can you guess what?
Assimilation.
Linking,
Assimilation.
assimilation,
Assimilation, yes. Here we
assimilation.
excellent. Here we have an example. Back. How can I pronounce it? Why back?
What bag?
Yes. Why back? Okay. When you say it in connected speech. Okay. This number one, assimilation. Exactly. Yes. Okay. Number two, when sounds disappear as a part of natural speech.
Elision. Elision.
Elision.
Elision. Examples include unstressed schwa, as in different. This is question Miss Noha. You said you asked about tehande. Here we also have unstressed schwa in words like different. Say different. No, it's different. This is schwa.
روح اعمل الحمام. ابعد عن كتبه. ابعد عن كتبه. يلا.
Okay, so here the schwa can't be pronounced. It's unstressed. Okay, like the word interested. I can't say interested. No, interested. Interested. So it's supposed not to add a sound here. Interested, no. Interested. Interested. Okay. So this is, as you said, yes, elision. And here we have an example, Christmas. STMR, consonant cluster. So it's supposed not to pronounce the letter T here. Okay. So we omit the sound here.
Christmas.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Here we have consonant cluster. When we have a consonant cluster with the letter T or D, it's supposed to drop the sound tehande. This is elision. Okay? Okay.
Disappear.
That's right. Number three, when two vowel sounds meet and insert another
Intrusion.
Yes.
Intrusion.
Yes.
Intrusion.
Intrusion. Intrusion.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, the last one. When a vowel sound meets a consonant sound and you drag the final consonant.
Linking.
Linking. Linking.
That's right. This is exactly what we do. We drag the consonant to the initial vowel sound. This is exactly what happens. Yes. And I
في حاجة في العربي اسمها إدغام وحاجة زي كده.
that's right. But
بتضغطيهم بيبقى صوت واحد على ما.
that's right. But
Yeah.
I think الإدغام في القرآن it looks like I think that
Yeah. Miss Hannah, I can't hear.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Miss Mariam, I muted you. Okay, again, here we talk about the linking. Okay, so we have consonant and a vowel. So what happens is exactly what is written here. The final consonant, we drag the final consonant to the initial vowel. This is what happened. You said, Ms. Noha, about the idgham. I think that idgham equals assimilation. I think that like min ba'd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like assimilation, but I'm not sure in fact. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I always remember linking with the phrasal verbs.
These are verbs.
Yes,
Yeah.
I could link the last consonants with the
To the initial vowel.
yes, in the preposition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the features of connected speech: contraction, elision, intrusion, linking, assimilation. Okay. Any questions so far? Thank you, Alia.
Thanks.
So welcome. Okay. So let's move to practice. Okay, let's try that together. So features of connected speech. I think this is the most important point. Assimilation, linking, intrusion, elision, contraction. Remember, assimilation to consonant become like each other, similar to each other. Linking, consonant vowel. Intrusion, to add, وهنية. Elision, to delete, تهنده. And contraction, the shortened form, okay? So the first example, I live in Egypt. So if I want to say it naturally, connected speech, I say it
living.
I live in Egypt. I live in, not live in, live in, live in, live in. So what do you think here?
Leisure.
Linking.
Length. Yes. Yes, Raghda, that's right. Okay, let's say why. Live, what's the last sound here? V.
Vowel.
Yes, it's a
Live.
consonant. V sound. Again, live, the last sound here is V.
Consonant plus vowel.
Excellent. So this is linking. Live in, live in.
The last sound in live, v, and we have in.
In.
It's a vowel. So
Yes, it's a
consonant
vowel.
plus vowel.
Yeah, exactly. So I live in. Yeah, that's right. So number one, linking. Yes. Number two, no, I am not. If I wanted to say
Intrusion. Intrusion.
intrusion, because I add with sound. No why, no why, no why.
I
So
put the sound of where?
yes, exactly. I'll
Yeah.
check on the chat box.
Yeah.
Yes, Alia, intrusion. Yes, exactly. That's right. Okay. There were 10 boys. There were 10 boys. Here I am saying
Assimilation.
Assimilation.
yes.
Assimilation.
Yeah,
Consonant
that's
plus
right.
consonant. 10
Assimilation.
boys.
Assimilation. Number 3, assimilation.
Exactly, yes. So 10 boys, instead of saying 10 boys, so 10 boys, 10 boys, 10 boys. So here the two consonants become similar to each other. Exactly, yes.
Number 4, elision.
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 Next time.
Yes, because
Elision.
yes.
Test.
Yeah, that's right. Next time. So here we delete the sound T. T sound, yes. Do you want an apple? Do you want an apple?
Linking.
Linking, yes. Want and it's supposed not to say want and sorry, want an apple.
And
Want an apple? Yes. Do you want an apple? Want an apple. 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 Do you want an apple? This is linking. Exactly. Want, T sound, and vowel, and so here we have linking, consonant and vowel. Exactly. You and me.
intrusion.
Intrusion.
Yes.
Intrusion.
You and me. 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 Yes. This is intrusion because
Intrusion.
yes, I add with
I
sound.
add the sound wa.
Yes.
Insert a sound.
Excellent. This is intrusion. Yes, exactly. Okay. So, any questions so far about features of connected speech? If you have any questions.
No, they are a bit confused, but with more exercise, we got it.
Okay, I'll. Okay. Can you tell me, Miss Noah, which one is confusing?
Linking and assimilation.
Yes.
أنا بتلخبط ما بينهم شوية.
Okay, linking. بصي أنا هقول لك أنا بعلمها إزاي.
تمام.
بجد أيوه. طبعا كلنا عارفين الفريزال فيربس، اوكي؟ الفريزال فيرب عندي فيرب preposition، اوكي؟ So دايما انا بعمل لينكينج في الفريزال فيربس. عندي فيرب ends with a consonant. زي stand up، اوكي؟ So we have stand ends in the consonant، اوكي؟ And
preposition.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a vowel here, vowel sound, which is but sound. Okay. So instead of saying stand up, I say
Stand up.
stand up. So I
Stand up.
pronounce the letter D with the preposition. So here I have a
Yeah.
link. Suppose I have a link here between the two parts, the verb and the preposition. So again, linking between consonant and a vowel. Consonant and a vowel.
And the
here-
vowel.
Yes, exactly. افتكريها بالphrasal verb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
الثانية انت قلتي assimilation صح؟
ما خلاص هي كده، هي دي كده، دي وصلت خلاص
consonant
يعني.
plus consonant.
Assimilation consonant plus consonant.
Yes, assimilation consonant.
Yeah.
Assimilation
Yeah.
انا معلمه assimilation عشان فيها 2 consonant ورا بعض اس.
Exactly, yes. Yeah.
Similar.
Similar.
Are similar.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
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 So this
Thanks,
is
Miss
for,
Hanem.
so welcome. That is 4 features of connected speech: contraction, linking, assimilation, intrusion, and elision. Okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's okay. Have you got any questions so far?
Thank you, Miss Hane.
Okay, so let's move to another point, which is intonation. Okay, how the speaker's voice go up and down. Okay,
Up and down.
and we have a common.
By the way, I like your way in explaining intonation. I
Welcome.
remember.
So welcome, Ragnar. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Alia. So welcome, Alia. Okay, so let's move to intonation. In fact, if we want to speak about intonation, we have common pattern of intonation. Okay, so let's start with number 1, the list. When I have a list, I mean a list of items. So I'm going to the market and I'll try some items: oranges, bananas, pineapples, and apples. Okay, so if I want to add intonation to my speech, intonation to speak not as a robot. When I say I am going to the market, this is a robot, okay? But we are human beings, so we don't speak like this way. We speak naturally, okay? So when we speak naturally, the voice, our voice goes up and down, and sometimes it becomes high and low, okay? So we don't speak as robots. It's supposed when we have, for example, when we have a list here, I am going to the market to buy some, okay, it's supposed that my voice rises on each item and falls on the last item. Again,
Yeah.
my voice rises on each item, rise, and falls on the last item. So okay. Let's try that. So I'm going, number 1, I'm going to the market to buy some oranges. I'm going to the market to buy some oranges. It's suppose here my voice falls on the last item, oranges. Okay.
Oranges.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a statement, and of course the statement falls at the end. Again, the intonation falls at the end. Okay, so the end here is oranges. So I'm going to the market to buy some oranges. It's suppose my voice goes down. Okay, this is intonation.
Yeah.
Let's try number 2. We have oranges and bananas. So I'm going to the market to buy some oranges and bananas.
And bananas. Falls on bananas.
Yes, it falls on the last item. So
bananas
on each item, but it falls on the last item. Okay. Number 3. Who can try number 3?
Yes, me. Okay, I'm going to the market to buy some oranges, bananas, and pineapples.
And pineapples, yes. So try to make your voice falls on the last items. Number 4, yes. We have oranges, bananas, pineapples, and apples.
And apples. Yeah. I am going to the market to buy some oranges, bananas, Pineapple and apples.
Pineapples and apples, yes. So oranges, bananas, pineapples and apples.
And
Oranges,
falls on bananas,
yes,
or on the apples.
apples, yes. So
Yeah.
your tone here rises on each item, but it falls at the last item in the list.
Items.
Yes. Here when we have a list, okay? Okay. Other patterns, when I have WH question, statement, imperative, of course, the intonation falls at the end. For example, in WH question, it's supposed that the most important word here is the WH word, what? So, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? So it's supposed to make my intonation falls at the end, okay? She works at home. She works at home. She works at home, okay? And stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, okay? It's supposed here, my intonation falls at the end. When I have WH question, and when I have a statement, a sentence, and when I have imperative, okay? Do your homework. Do your homework. So suppose it falls at the end, okay? Another one, question tag. We have two ways to ask the question tag. It's all about the speaker who is asking. Does he know the answer or not? Okay, so here we have an example. This is your car.
It's your car.
If I know the answer, isn't it? So it falls at the end. But if I don't know the answer, it's supposed to raise my intonation. So this is your car, isn't it? This is your car, isn't it? So here I don't know whether this car is his or not, okay? But when I say this is your car, isn't it? So here I know that this is your car.
No.
I don't want to ask him or to tell me the fact, okay? So here I know the answer. So this is your car, isn't it? Falls at the end. But when I say this is your car, isn't it? So here
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the answer. I want
to answer.
Yes, I'm asking him. Okay. So here is the patterns of intonation. When I have a list, it rises on all the item, but it falls at the end.
And the falls the last item.
Yes, and when we have WH question, statement, imperative, it's supposed to fall at the end. And
question tag.
yes, thank you, Mr. Rida. And when I have a question tag, it's all about the speaker or who asked the question, okay? Does he know the answer or not, okay? So if he doesn't know the answer, it's supposed to rise at the end.
Raise.
Yes, okay? So, yes, okay? So you like English, don't you? So here I'd like to know if he really likes English or not. You like English, do you or don't you? So here when I rise, don't you, sorry. So when it falls down,
I know the answer.
I know the answer, but when it rises, I don't know the answer.
Don't know the answer.
Yes, exactly, yes. Okay, so this is for intonation, in a summary of intonation. Of course, the intonation helps me to convey my emotions or my feelings, not only in English, by the way, in other languages. So while intonation, the tone of my voice,
Sure.
I can convey my feeling. I can convey that I am angry, I am sad, I am interested, I am excited, okay, I am happy, okay?
The way to express my feeling.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for intonation. I have some questions here about intonation, and I'd like you, what do you think about that? Why should we focus on intonation in the classroom? Imagine that I teach food items, okay? And I ask my students to tell me, when I ask them, what's your favorite food? So they will stand up and tell me my favorite food is a list. So here I try to focus that, try to make your intonation fall it's supposed to follow your intonation at the last item. Okay, is it important to do that with my students? Or when I ask a question, WH question, it's supposed to fall at the end. So why should we focus on intonation in our classroom? What do you think? Alia said to make instructions so clear. Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
because it helps me to convey my message. Yes, I agree with you, Alia.
And to grab their attention.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, try to imagine I speak as a robot. Yeah, to get their attention, yes. Okay, any other suggestions? And to make my message clear, I'd like to convey something, so it will be clear if I see it in a right intonation. Okay. Number 2, can you suggest any techniques which are useful for raising your learners' awareness of intonation? I'd like to give my students a hint or an idea about intonation. Of course, it doesn't matter to say today we will focus on intonation. No, it's not a good idea to do that.
I think we can do that through practice. While students get in a conversation,
Speaking.
we can get their attention to their intonation. We can make them take care of their intonation by telling them to say the sentence in a correct way of intonation.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I think that the word here, as you said, Rauda, is a word practice. To practice saying question lists, imperative, WH questions, yes, no questions in a good way. It's a and
Listening. I think to listen exercise.
Yes,
Listening
yeah.
to a cassette video is
Exactly. And you said, yes, you talk about listening because they will have the model here. So if I'm not sure of my pronunciation or my intonation, I can use listening track. And here I am the model. So it's supposed to be a model for my students, or using listening tracks. It's very useful, of course. And yes, the same point here, Alia said, yes, to learn how to speak like native some way. The audio files on conversation makes that clear. Exactly, yes. And ask my students to imitate what they are listening to. So once they imitate me or imitate the listening tracks or the recording, yes, exactly, yes, that's right. Yes, thank you, Mr. Rida, and thank you, Alia. Okay. And here we have another question. How can we integrate intonation with other aspects of language learning? I mean,
Speaking,
listening.
Conversation time.
Of course, yes, role play, conversation, yes.
Yeah, speaking.
Speaking, okay. What about the other?
No.
Yes, using different activities. Yes, that's right. And remember, when I teach grammar, can you guess how can you integrate intonation while teaching grammar?
Question.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. When I teach WH words, when words, suppose they learn how to make a question. And why not to get their attention that pay attention, my students, is supposed to falls at the end. So here my voice goes up at the very beginning of
And
the
it falls.
question word, and it falls at the end. So when I teach question, WH questions, yes, no questions. When I teach you vocabulary, exactly, yes. When I teach you vocabulary, exactly, yes. Thank you, Mr. Rida. Okay.
Thank you.
Here I have quick answers of these questions, and I can send you the answers, of course. Why should we focus on intonation in the classroom? It's supposed, yes, to convey your message. Okay, your message should be clear through intonation and avoid any misunderstanding through saying speech in incorrect intonation. Okay, so the correct intonation makes the message clear, help us to avoid any misunderstanding. Okay, and the next question, can you suggest any awareness raising techniques which are useful for students about the intonation? And here we have the same point that you talk about it, Mr. Rida and Alia. Provide learners with models, the teacher himself or herself, or listening tracks, because here we have native speakers. So I provide them with the models, me as a teacher, or listening activities. Okay. Another one, here we have a good suggestion, which is ask students to have 2-minute conversation in pairs as robot. Okay, so I have a conversation and I ask my student to work in pairs to role play the conversation, but as robots. So where did you go yesterday? I went to the park. What did you say? I saw, and so on. So here the students can hear the way of speaking, but it's not natural. Okay, after that, yes, I ask a student to say it naturally and in correct intonation. And here students can see the difference.
Compare.
Yes, compare, exactly, yes. They can compare the first way and the second way. And of course, unconsciously, they can differentiate between the first one and the second one with the correct intonation. Okay?
They will like the natural.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, okay. This is for how to raise students' awareness. And another one here, how can we integrate intonation with other aspects of language? As you said, teaching grammar, WH questions, yes, no questions, statement, question tag, and showing attitude. Through grammar, through intonation, I can show that my feeling. I am interested, I am not interested, I am angry, I am surprised, for example, okay? Yes, exactly, Marar. It helps us to express our emotions. Yes, exactly, yes, okay. This is for intonation, okay? Any questions so far about intonations? If you have any questions.
اقف بعد اذنك يا كرس، اقف وظبط هدوء.
Any questions so far?
Thanks, Ms. Hannah.
Okay, clear. Okay, let's complete. Here we will have pronunciation activities. I hope you like these activities and hope that you can apply these activities in your classroom. Okay, so let's start with the first classroom activity, pronunciation activity, which is called word tense. Word tense. It's a pair work activity. You can ask 2 of your students to work in pairs. Students A, say a sentence. This sentence is a 1-syllable sentence and has a vowel sound. For example, the word here, seat, okay? The partner or the other students say a word that is rhymes with the